Hello, Theodore Shoebat here, giving you guys another message that you will not hear at church. I guarantee that. A Danish girl by the name of Lisa Borch, stabbed her mother to death after watching ISIS beheading videos. That's right, everyone. She was watching ISIS beheading videos with her Muslim boyfriend, and after they watched the videos, they agreed that Lisa's mother was a kafir. She was an infidel, and she needed to be treated just like the victims in the videos that they were watching. So they went to the mother and they stabbed her to death. According to the report, Lisa Borch is 16 years old, and it says here that she stabbed her mother to death after watching ISIS beheading videos. And of course, we're talking about Europe here. So in Denmark, she was sentenced to only 9 years in prison. That's right. You can stab your mother to death, and you're only going to get 9 years in freaking prison. Kent Hovind got freaking 10 years for not paying his taxes, and this woman gets 9 years. 9 years. And she's going to be out real soon. She's only 16, so by the time she gets out, she's still going to be a young woman. She's going to go enjoy her life. This is justice in the secular Dutch world, the secular Northern European world. This is justice to them. And this is what happens when you adopt the Enlightenment. This is what happens when you reject the Christian form of justice, which is murderer, dead. Rapist, dead. Heretic must be suppressed, must be punished. Heretics cannot be tolerated. That's the Christian form of justice. But of course, that's in the Dark Ages. Let's throw that out. And you're going to have all these European schmucks come out and say, well, this is our country. This is what makes Denmark, my nation of Denmark, very, very distinct and special from the other countries. You see, unlike in the Middle Ages and in the Dark Ages, we have laws that are quite lenient and that show mercy to other people. And you see here, this is what makes the West so great. People have the right to stab their mothers to death, and they will get a minimal punishment because we want people to thrive in the West. This is the crazy Germanic way of thinking, the atheistic, humanistic, Darwinistic way of thinking. And so this crazy wretch, her name is Lisa Borch, and her boyfriend is from Iraq. His name is Bakhtiar Muhammad Abdullah. Now, just look at this girl's face. I want you guys to pay attention to the face because I think that in inquiring in crime, in observing crime, there is a certain face to criminals. There really is. There's a certain face to people who love chess. There's a certain face to people who love baseball. A certain face to people who love football. Certain face to people who love philosophy or the church fathers or things of that sort. And so therefore there's a certain face to murderers. And look at this girl's face. She is the typical white trash girl. I'm going to be real honest with you guys here. White trash. This is the typical white trash. She loves to go with the bad boys. She loves to party. Oh, I'm sure she just loves to listen to all those black guys sing rap music. And yeah, she loves rap music. She wants to be black. She hates being white. This is what I'm talking about here. Just useless white trash. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. And then you look at the boyfriend, and he's a real psychopath. Look at this guy's face. Absolutely demonic. You can see it in the eyes. Careless, callous, manipulative, malicious, sadistic, just an absolute sicko. And the court was told that Borch and her Iraqi boyfriend, Bakhtiar Muhammad Abdullah, they had watched beheading videos, and Abdullah and his white trash girlfriend, they're going to be looking for an appeal. Of course there is, and they're all innocent. And it says that Abdullah was sentenced, oh, get this, Abdullah was only sentenced to 13 years in prison. That's it. What an amazing punishment. What an amazing punishment, you wonderful Europeans. Look how civilized you are. Well, Ted, you have to understand, Theodore, this is our country. We have a nation of the Enlightenment. We don't live in the times where they used to burn people alive. We live in a secular society where people can eat human flesh just as long as they don't kill the person that they eat. It's absolutely fine. As long as you're not hurting somebody, as long as it's consensual, it's okay. This girl, she had an emotional breakdown. She was obviously manipulated, and he was having a simple relapse to his ideological underpinnings of his Islamic and Middle Eastern culture. And so something must have happened. Something must have taken place that catalyzed his response. It was obviously a negative provocation against him, and it simply provoked and surfaced negative thoughts that this person obviously had, that emanated from an experience from some sort of war, or maybe perhaps the Iraq War provoked this. And so we are simply dealing with a relapse. We're not dealing with an evil person. No, 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 there's no such thing as evil. Theodore, no, 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 sorry, there's no such thing as evil. That's a Catholic, Christian, medieval concept. We live in the secular humanistic world. We live in the 21st century, Theodore. Remember now that evil does not exist. There is simply animalistic impulses that are provoked by cultural and experiential occurrences. That is all. That's all it is, Theodore. There's no such thing as evil. You see what happens when we don't have the Christian mindset, that we don't have the church fathers, that we don't have orthodoxy on our side. This is what happens. This is what happens when you get rid of Christianity. You get white trash girls going with Muslim guys, and they murder their mothers. What happens when you have Christianity? The Muslim boyfriend gets burned at the stake. The white trash girl gets reprimanded and thrown into a monastery before she can kill, and the mother isn't killed because we strike the ideology and the evil behavior before it even hits. In fact, I wouldn't even send this white trash girl to the monastery. She would go straight to the stake with her boyfriend, and that way we would just replace these sort of not replace. We would just prevent these sort of murders from actually happening. It's just that simple. What happens when you get rid of Christianity? White trash girls go with Muslim guys and they murder their mothers. It's the end of story. If you get rid of Christianity, you get bloodshed. This is Theodore Shoebat. I hope you guys have enjoyed this message and hope you guys have learned something from this message. You just heard some theology. God bless and God be with us.